Stream will begin in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Having a few issues I have to work through real quick.
These are 10 things to never say on a first date. Take note. Oh yeah, I believe in reproductive rights too, especially for guys. Have you heard of the men's rights movement? No, don't order that. You're probably the last person in this room who needs any more carbs tonight. Hey, you want to meet my parents next weekend? You remind me so much of my mom. These are 10 things to never say. These are 10 things to never say. These are 10 things to never say on a first date. I'm not racist, but... My favorite author? You probably haven't heard of him. I don't think they teach Kierkegaard in the state schools. Be right back. I just have to do a number 2. Let me tell you all the intricate details about my recent financial troubles. Not counting what's probably going to happen later, how many other guys from Tinder have you slept with? These are 10 things to never say. These are 10 things to never say. These are 10 things to never say on a first date. Can I take this call? It's my ex. My favorite type of music? Probably nerdcore.
Sorry for the little delay here. I have some Alliance business I have to take care of. Hey, what's up? Sorry about the delay here. Had some alliance business I take care of, but what's up, Savage? I will be going on screen in just a moment. Hey, how we doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Apologize for the tardiness. It's been a crazy kind of day for sure, but that's all right. It's all in the betterment of moving forward. That's what we want. Move forward. So tonight, take the shoes off. Tonight, I think we'll do. Obviously, some news roundup. Some of the leaked abilities that came out for the new Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk coming up, and the changes to Spider-Gwen that have happened already. Kind of makes things a little interesting. I look forward to giving them a shot, see what they're all about. But I also want to do another round of Uncollected. I want to do another pass-through, walkthrough, another lane. Maybe get some completion on some of the lower ones here. I like the fact that there are only 2 this time. That's nice. Thanks for the tip, Kabam. I appreciate you telling me I can activate boosts. This is also probably the last stream that you'll see with this particular background. I'm probably going to change it soon. Not sure yet what it's going to be, but I do have some ideas, and I have some. It should look better. Like, I kind of get fuzzy and get cut out here and there. That should stop after tonight. So I look forward to that. I look forward to improving and upgrading and continuing on this venture with you all. It's been fun so far. I have a blast doing these streams. I hope you guys enjoy them. And with that, let's jump in. I need to come up with some kind of name for this stream, like Atreiu's. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But it'll be fun, whatever it is. And apologize again for the slow start. Oh, that's very nice, Mo. Very good to hear. You hit 300K. And you're moving up in alliances, I hope. Hope it's going up to something more challenging for you. That's one of the things that I was doing, is moving some alliance stuff around, which is why I was late. We made some pretty decent changes on our side, so. And I'm the. Oh, I need to turn this off. I'm the leader, so I have to make some decisions and do some moving, and so it's nice. Very, very cool. Were you in a gold 3 now? Is that where you were? Terrible start, by the way. I'll recover. So is that what you were in, a gold 3 now, or? silver, or where were you at? And also, again, huge grats on 300K. That's awesome. What do we got coming down what lane? Hey, thank you very much, Jeremy. I appreciate the subscription, brother. What do we have to deal with? We have role reversal. That's always fun. And defensive and explosive personality. Let's go right then middle. We'll get this one out of the way. Sorry, no narrative tonight. I already did the narrative narrative run yesterday. Let's see what we got going on here. I always have a lot of fun in these streams. Come on, give me your... That's what I wanted to do. Oh, it's bad timing on my part. Okay. That's really good, Mo. Yeah, I always try to keep, you know, if you're going to leave like that or something, you did it at the right time. You weren't in the middle of anything. You had nothing going on. You had all the rewards come in. I mean, this was like, this is prime time right now. If you're going to switch an alliance, this is when to do it. Otherwise, you're just going to make somebody upset no matter what you do. And I'm still, I know I've made people upset today, but like I said, I did it for the betterment of the team as the whole. We lost one guy that we had for, oh gosh, years. He's been in the alliance since really I've been in there. And just got to the point, just couldn't do it anymore. So had to part ways. But and if you're on like my side of things, you know, the things you want to do is make sure you give them ample warning that it's coming, and be a man. You know, if you're gonna do it, do it. Don't beat around the bush. Just be the leader you got to be. So I did what I had to do. But I'm glad you parted on good terms. That's always a good thing. I always try to do that. Because you never know when something might come up. You might have to either go back, or maybe they're looking out for something and you need it, or there's lots of reasons. Give it all on your old alliance. Time to prove yourself. And then that's right. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Did they? I assume your new one's already got you all signed in, and you're good to go with what, you know, battle group you're going to be in, and all that good stuff. And you know, those are. We always do kind of an interview process when we're looking for new candidates. We do a kind of like it's an interview of sorts, right? It's them getting to know us getting to know them, and it's just the right thing to do. It just really is. Oh yeah, thing. What's up, Pans Off? How you doing, man? What's up, Goldfish? How you doing, man? It's all good. Oh, he clipped me. Timed it poorly. There we go. I'm doing very good, thank you very much. Like I said earlier, we were just doing some alliance switching around earlier, so I know there's a whole lot of that going on right now, all over the place. Everybody's gearing up for all these changes that are coming down, which I'm somewhat excited for, at least most of them. Not all of them. Stick to bleed. I think, have you guys had a chance to look at the new, Spider-Gwen animation yet? Like, the one before the actual buff? One second. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, it looks nice, but I'm not sure how... It's slow, I think, from what I could tell. It's still easily avoidable. I haven't actually fought, and I've just watched it. But it seems to me like... Yeah, he's limber. Oh, he's an all or nothing. Just melt him down. I'm really looking forward to the She-Hulk synergies. Not so much her abilities, but her synergies. Specifically with Red Hulk, because that's 20% extra attack, right? That 20% extra attack, I think, will be... Now, think about it. It's like putting on one of the medium bonuses. That's crazy. And then add that to the other things that he's gotten recently. He's a force to be reckoned with for sure. I'm also looking forward to seeing more of Sinister. I think Sinister to me is like he seems to be like an anti-Corvus type champion. I don't know, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he's an anti-Corvus champion. Specifically designed for that. But how he's going to do against anybody else, I don't know. I think Daredevil's gets a synergy bump too, doesn't he? From She-Hulk? Is it She-Hulk or is it Spider-Gwen? With the leaked abilities. And what was it? Is stun lasts longer? Is that right? Is stun is more potent? I think. This will be fun. This is also one of the much easier monthly events we've had to deal with. Oh, this is gonna hurt him. 11 stacks of fury. And then I did hear some interesting news about what's that? It was about Marvel. It was about Endgame. Like they really did some weird digging, I guess you'd call it, on what people's predictions are going to be. There's some very far-fetched ones out there, like that. The two reality, like the people who were dusted per se, which is called the decimation, by the way, which is a completely bad name for that because decimation is 10% according to statistics, right? Anyway, 10% is what decimation is, like, supposed to be. But I digress. They're saying, what, half the universe, half the entirety? That's more like genocide. But anyway, the theory is that they have split into two separate realms, and the people who were dusted are actually on that realm and see this side of stuff getting dusted. The side that we're watching, per se. That's kind of an interesting concept. That's cool if that's something, they do something like that. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but it's a cool idea. Probably one of the better ones I've heard out there. Yes, sir. A thought for me, okay. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop on that comment. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And that will be fixed tomorrow. I know the problem and I have it to fix it, but it won't be here till tomorrow, so I'm stuck with this for now. It's a masking program that doesn't work completely right, which is what's going on. No, it's not the trend. It's what I'm using for the background, which, you know, I could change it to bubbles or whatever. It's just how it is. So that, like I said, is getting fixed tomorrow. And then I will probably change this background. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm excited. I get to pick up anything, really. So I'm getting an actual green screen tomorrow. And that should fix this issue. But yeah, absolutely correct. And you were the only one that noticed. It's actually probably one of the last things I really had to fix to make this the best it could be, I guess. I hope. We'll see. But I'll have it in tomorrow, but I won't be streaming again probably until Monday. So by Monday it'll be in place, and next stream really. But thank you for your thought. Yeah. So anyway. This is, so in Marvel Contest of Champions, you're actually playing against AI pretty much the entire time. There's a couple of modes where you can play with somebody, like dungeon mode. And then there's like modes where you have to work as a team to move forward, like for an alliance quest or a war. And in a war, you are battling other alliances. And in a alliance quest, it is your entire alliance working towards one goal of getting to the end and completing the map 100%. But each fight, you're fighting against the AI. And the AI, they give them special abilities like these buffs that makes them harder to fight or whatever. And so you just pick the best of your champions that you have, and I have lots of different champions to choose from, as you'll see in a second. I'm only going to deal with the 5 and 6 there. So yeah, I have lots of different champions to choose from. You pick the best team you can put together for whatever challenge you're up against. So they have these. They have a regular story arc, which is where you're playing through these acts, right? So there's 5 acts right now. They are getting ready to release the next act, Act 6, sometime in the next couple months, I believe. Don't count me on that. And these are progressions for just basically yourself, is what these come down to. And they help you gain in level, and they help you gain in power, and that sort of thing. And then there are these monthly quests, which is what I was doing right now. And every month they come out with these event quests. And it's like normally 3 chapters, and there's like 2 quests in each chapter. And you have the entire month to get them done. However, there are 5 different levels. There's beginner, regular, heroic, master, and then epic. So for the end game people, or the people who have progressed very far, you do the end game content, which is what I'm running through currently right now. And again, you pick your champions, who are Marvel characters, and you pick Just the best ones that will go against whoever you're fighting. In this particular case, I picked Blade because, one, he's going to make him bleed, which gives me a damage over time. And two, because Magneto is a villain, and Blade gets a bonus against villains. Hey, what's going on, Punisher? How you doing, man? Hope all is well, sir. And welcome. So now I can get back out and show you the other quests. So there's event quests, and this first one is the monthly. The second one is one they just kind of put in for everybody to do. Then there's dailies and some of the end game stuff on the end. And each one gives you different rewards to help you boost your characters. Beginner, normal, heroic, master, yeah. That's the basic concept of behind how or what you're doing here. And then of course you're always trying to be the best. Now on the uncollected, which is what I'm on right now, these are the hardest of them, but by no means are they. They're a challenge. I have an initial run in LOL done. I actually plan on doing a second run this month, sometime this month, and I will probably stream that. Depends on how timing works out. I think I have everything else done though. I'm all the way up on Act 5. I'm all the way up on Realm. Oh, Variant. I will probably also try and get Variant in sometime soon. Especially since I ranked my Void up and I should be able to complete without issue. Hopefully. Cornered. Yeah, we'll take Void in there. But I did get my initial LOL run done. And it was definitely more of a pain than I had expected it to be, even though, like, everybody told me how much of a pain it was. Have you done the LOL run yet? Have you done a Labyrinth run? Look at the outside. I honestly didn't expect to, when I did do it, I was like only halfway, like I don't want to say serious, but yeah, I was kind of only halfway serious. But then when I got Red Hope down, first champion, I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. And I think I had my Star-Lord, my Blade, my Ghost Rider, but at that time a 4-star Ghost Rider. I took Archangel. I think Magic is who I took in. It's still a pain in the butt, don't get me wrong. It really was. Oops. Alright, Bane and Damballa. I've been needing to do it for a long time, I just haven't been putting it on. Too many other stuff I've had to deal with. Oh, Blade just destroys her, I'm telling you. He destroys her whether you have his synergy or not. He just demolishes her. There's some champs that are so good for others that they're like when they made Blade, that was who they had in mind, right? They had Magic in mind, because at that time, Magic was the queen of Alliance Wars. Like you always put her on a mini boss or a boss or both, and like instead of nerfing her, they said we're gonna give Blade these insane powers and abilities. And then that backfired on them a lot. Because so many people were saving units because of his regen ability and just everything else that he does. It was quite funny to watch him scramble for a while, them being kabam. But now, instead of going back and trying to fix these things, they just says, okay, we'll just keep making champions that beat other champions, and we'll just keep making them and keep making them. And that's why the meta changed like it did to what we have now. Yes, I am. One is events in YouTube, and the other one is streaming. Like game streaming, but I only needed to run this event one like right now, so next stream it probably will not be on. Instead it'll be just the stream one. But I had to get this one in so that I could change a couple of things on it. So tonight was the lucky night. Good catch though. I'm also on Twitch and Mixer. So I streamed all of them simultaneously. Which is fun. It's and then I put everybody's chat, as you can see, inside the game chat, so that everybody can see what everybody else is saying. Pardon me. Fun stuff. And I got some more upgrades coming down the pike pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it. It's all about having fun for me, right? I enjoy streaming, talking to you guys as I'm playing, answering any questions that you have. That's what it's fun for me. So that's why I do it. And I'm by no means the best player, so don't get me confused with, or don't think that I think that I'm the best or anything, because I know that I'm not. I'm just a guy that likes to have fun. And bring you some, maybe something you haven't seen before, who knows. One thing I'm going to do is stream the beta. I'm going to stream the beta because I'm in for the She-Hulk Spider-Gwen beta. So that'll be fun. Who do you guys find is the best Emma Frost counter? Think it's Hype, think it's Void, think it's Blade. Let's find out. We'll go with Hyperion first and see how he does. As long as we keep her, well, I know she won't get out of diamond form very much, so. Ouch. Nope. So it's not Hyperion. Let's try. Let's try Ghost Rider. She's in defensive mode now. I think we'll just keep her in. Keep her out of diamond form. Concentrating a little bit, sorry. Nope. Nope. So go back to well, I know Blade does really good against her. I'd rather do like you know, Void is always a good one. But I like challenge. I mean, she's just gonna sit there. Oh, she hit me. She's so funny when she's sitting like that. It's gonna give me the last second. Says Blade does fairly decent against her, but Void is the number one. I was just playing around to see if I can get somebody else. Just because she does all that, you know, negation of damage with that darn armor, diamond armor. I want to do a few streams also on synergies and sig levels, because that's something I get asked fairly often is why do some champions need higher sig levels than others? So that's something I'll probably delve into at some point in the near future. And like why does Void need to have such a high sig level? Or why doesn't Archangel need an extremely high sig level? And or like Star-Lord or some of the other big names, Hyperion. Like what's the lucky magic area? So I kind of plan on delving into that at some point soon. How about you guys that are out there? Do you have an opinion on sig levels? Like what's better, what's worse? Who needs them, who doesn't? And if so, who benefits most from it? I kind of went into a little bit of the synergies, not too long ago, but I'll revisit it because one, it was fun. I put a power gain team on Hyperion. That was an insane amount of power gain I was getting. Seemed like every time I turned around I was getting a special out of it. Alright, we'll go that way. Ghost. Oh, I wish I had a ghost. I have a 4-star ghost. It's just not the same. I want a ghost. A ghost. Her only problem is she's tagged a villain, so she gets this danger sense. But yeah, Ghost is so good. So good. Especially with her synergies. Her synergies. Ant-Man, Wasp. That synergy together. It's a pretty awesome combination they got. Here's a character that needs the buff. Kamala Khan. She totally needs a pick me up from Kabam. No, her and Miles Morales from here, and a slew of the others are from I think it's from the Amazing Spider-Man comics that were kind of in the 90s, I think. It might have been even more recent than that, but there's no justice for what they've done to her. I feel so bad for poor Kamala. Ghost Rider is a good counter to Medusa, if you did not know that. Not the best, but a good one. Now we'll do this with Void and see how easy it gets. I'm not sure how I missed. missed that one too. Waiting for it to throw it. Come on, throw it. There we go. Oh, dang it! That was poor. That was poor way to put it. Sniper would be very upset with me right now. Sorry, man. There we go. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Has anybody else been having this a lot lately? Because that's been killing me. Like, I was gonna try maybe for a legend run, but there's no way because of how screwed up it is. There's no way I could do it. It would just like right now, I'm locked up. This new update has just killed whatever they thought they were doing. And poor Android users, man, those guys. I feel so bad for them. They couldn't even get into this. They didn't even get the update. Like, that was totally their fault. You can't tell me that they didn't know that was coming. And if they make one way, then they should probably do it for everybody. Like, it looks worse to me to release it like that, where you get one group of users that can just get in there and do everything, and then another group of users that, you know, can't even get the update. That's not the way it should be. Like, if they knew that Android was going to be slow, they should have held off on the Apple Store one. They have that ability, by the way. But I digress. It is what it is. Oh, another thing I'm going to be doing at some point, when I have more like downtime towards the end of the month or whatever from MCOC, I'll probably be streaming some of my VR stuff. I have an Oculus headset, which when I get the proper screen behind me will be much easier to do. Show you guys some VR world, which I absolutely, thoroughly love. But I want to see if I can get it through my headset, not my computer through my Elgato device. That way, I just think it'd be cooler that way, because then you can actually see what I'm seeing. I wouldn't think it'd be too hard. Oops, how much forget about that stupid astral evade? By the way, Blade does not always take astral damage from that because of his danger sense. Hey, Dr. Four, how you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I caught a little bit of yours, but I didn't get a chance to say hi earlier. For those that don't know, Doc streams. And, it's all good, man. Yeah, Doc streams on YouTube, so you should give him a subscribe and like over there. And Panzoff here streams as well on Twitch. Absolutely. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. So anyway, I was talking about how kind of like this network connection thing. I keep getting it, and it's bugging the crap out of me. It's not me, I don't think. I think everybody's kind of getting it right. Other than those, it's not so bad, man. It's so annoying. Like I was saying, I thought about doing a legend run, but there's just no way with the amount of lag and disconnects I'm getting. It's impossible. However, the game itself is treating me fine. When I'm in the fight, no problems. It's this, like this right now, leading up to the fight. This is what I'm talking about. Terrible. I know it's widespread. Is it Android as well? Even though they got their update late, they're having it too, aren't they? I think they're having it. I was trying to get a couple of the full chapters in on Uncollected. I did the initial run, and this month is so much easier than the last few have been, and the last few haven't been that hard. This month is kind of a joke to me. I didn't, like I was talking earlier, I didn't get a chance to check out Spider-Gwen's new animation yet. I kind of want to do that too. I saw it on a couple of clips, but I haven't seen it or tried it in real time. Somebody was saying it was slow and still not great, but I'm not sure. And the beta's not live yet, right? Or is it live now? Yeah, I thought I had a couple more days, but I know that they changed her special one anyway, and I think that's what people were getting at. Like, I could check. I guess I could check, right? I don't see it now. I was invited, but I don't see it on there, so they've got so much to, they got so much to fix. I suppose we'll give him time. Oh, it's unblockable, I forgot. Throw it. Thank you very much. Hands up, I appreciate that. Didn't want to push her into that. That's all right. She's got that defensive mode. It's killer. I was just saying. Ah. Silly moves. Silly moves. She's got masochism, I think, right? Come on. Oof. That was terrible too. All right, gotta get a little serious. Hold on. All right. There we go. Ah, sorry about that. I had to recover from those first two terrible ones. That puts it at 100, so that's good. And who's next in this? It's oh, Sabretooth. I don't mind him either. Oh, I was asking earlier, and maybe you have a different opinion, man. Who needs sig levels the most? Like, which character needs the max sig? I think Void is a very strong contender for that. Maybe Thor Ragnarok? True. I guess I was going with overall who, and from who you do know, who probably needs it the most. OG Vision and Void, yes. OG Vision, yes. Oh, yeah, I don't know about Cap. Well, I was... Oops. So, I don't have the 5-star OG Vision or... Hawkeye is so underrated, honestly. So on his, let's see. Yeah, so his leadership will go up incrementally, I think, from here. It's not going to be super great, but I think probably around the 50 to 75 range, or maybe even 75 to 100 range is probably where you want him. Because each of those green numbers are going to go up as your sig level goes up. So that would be Cap, yeah. Corvus, obviously, because you regain your glaive faster, your glaive charges faster. Like I said, I don't have vision, but yeah, Corvus is, you get him awakened and oh man, he's insane. Like for instance, Archangel though, right? So there's a reason why I have him at rank 4, and there's a reason why I only have him at 114. Because his damage doesn't come from his hits. His big abilities comes from the poison and the bleeds. And the ability accuracy reduction. And anything over, honestly, 111 sig levels, you're just wasting, because you're never going to get to above, what is it, 40 some percent. So it's going to, it's always going to take at least 3 neurotoxins to get that 100% ability accuracy reduction. So like this level that I have him is probably the most ideal. As far as Hyperion goes, I topped out. I went ahead and took him all the way up just because I was curious. But his gets to 75 somewhere around 120, 130. Or not 75, in the 70 range. And then it just goes up to another 5% from there. So, I mean, at 70%, when you're gaining 70% power, it's just crazy anyway. So anything over that's kind of a waste for him too. Blades was worth it because you always get more regen the higher that the sig level is. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That is an absolute great way to use hype. But there are different ways. Because of his spamming SP1, you can put those incinerates and just stack them up to like 15, 20 or more. Those are crazy. Your blade's only 4-star 440? Yeah, dude, he's an insane character. So when you're below 70, you get that thing. Look at that. Recover 1448 health. And the cost of the power goes down with each sig level, so that's pretty insane. Plus his danger sense and all this energy, he's a crazy guy. Magic is one that could use a high sig level, because the higher your level, the chances for multiplying your limbo increase by 50, 55 at 100. So it'll probably go up to, I don't know, 60, 70% maybe. I'm not sure, but these are things that I want to look at. For sure, things I want to look at. Of course, Star-Lord is absolute, needs to be awakened, and the better the sig level, the better he gets. That 93 attack for each hit is increased. Oh, and they changed that, by the way. That used to be like a 10 combo every 10 hits. It went up, and they changed it to every hit. I thought that was really good. But then they capped it at 400 hits. So, meh. Oh wow! So you've had a 5-star forever, and you haven't been able to dupe him, or? He was one of my first Labyrinth of Legend clear characters. I absolutely used the crap out of him for that. Here we go. This is one I wasn't sure about. Okay, okay. So with Thor Ragnarok, the higher the sig level, the longer he gets to hold the controlled lightning within the body. So the longer that shock lasts. That makes sense. So I wonder if that goes up to maybe 25 seconds or so, something like that. Because he's only level 60 right now. Killmonger's is probably another one. Yeah, the higher his, the higher the reverb goes. Ronin? I think I have him somewhere. There he is. Oh yeah. So 193, 196 at level 40. So, oh, imagine that could go up to like 250 or so. That could be a great increase attack. And of course, his is all about the stun, right? Keep him stun locked. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. I hadn't thought about him. There's so many I don't think about.
Yeah, it's a violent life. You could live to 100, you could die tonight. That's why we getting high. That's why I let my man drive tonight. Yeah.
Crossbones is another one. The higher the sig level, I think, the better he really gets, because he converts those furies.
That's why I let my man drive tonight. Yeah.
So the higher your sig level, the more or the faster he converts them to fury, and you get to the point where it's just, you're just stacking furies instead of being stunned. Or he's actually a sleeper good character that many don't use. They used to use Crossbones for a lot of stuff. Yeah, he because of his fury, he converts them to fury, which is just insane. Whenever Block Rumblo gains a debuff, This Hydro Train kicks in, allows them. Yeah, so your spiked armor will give you a debuff, right? It gives you like either a spiked armor debuff or a bleed debuff, one of the two. And yeah, so the higher your sig level, the more chance you convert that to a fury. And with something like spiked armor, it's every few hits, so you get to stack those furies majorly. Oh, let's see.
It's a violent life. You can live to you can die tonight. That's why we getting high tonight. Yeah.
Just trying to see what else kind of jumps out.
Yeah. It's a violent life. You can live to 100. You can die tonight.
You said Hawkeye he just gets the hemorrhage, right? So his doesn't actually depend on him. But what happens is, oh, I see. What happens is it deals more damage the higher your sig level. That's cool. Wonder what he is maxed out. I'm sure somebody has him maxed out. That's pretty crazy. Here's my trophy. I got my first one within my first 10 crystals, which was crazy. The second one took a lot longer. Yeah, his will go up too, the more I would give him, but he was just my trophy. I think Angela's another one. Angela surprised me because of and I was under the assumption that the more buffs against somebody who takes away buffs, like Symbiote Supreme or I can't remember the other guy that takes away, just that uses the buffs against them, but hers is that nullify. So the higher her sig level, the greater the chance that she nullifies the abilities. And I was fighting. I mean, one of the guys in my alliance was fighting against her with that champion, and she wrecked him because she kept nullifying everything that he was doing. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. She's a sleeper too. She's a sleeper too. Yeah, I didn't realize that's what she was doing. And I was like, because I know she hits somewhat hard, but there's so many others that hit like harder, especially in the Cosmic, like Hyperion or Corvus. But she surprised me when I actually took the time to kind of learn what she was doing. It was like, wow. Quake's another one, right? Everybody has been quaking out lately. Because you can basically do a whole fight without one hit at all. Just no hits. Just do nothing but concussive damage the whole time. Oh yeah, you'll love her when you get her down, man. She's really awesome. She's really top, one of the top ones on my list to bring up next, honestly. Just because I have so much fun playing with her too. Oh, Hulk's another one, right? Hulk's another one. The higher his sig level is, the faster he gets those furies and the harder they do. His damage gets so crazy. And it sounds like with the She-Hulk's energy, it'll get crazier. Not like Red Hulk, but... Abilities that cause Sentinel lose power are... See, I'm not sure where this one might get to. It's only at 0.46% less effective. Oh, per charge. So if you were at 100 charges, then it would be 4.6. I get it. I get it now. I guess that's alright. I guess that's alright. And he's a double immune. He's a good defender on some specific nodes. Oh, Wolverine and X-23, they are both ones that need a higher sig level for that regen. Get that cellular regeneration. I prefer X-23 over Wolverine just because she's more effective against a non-bleeding champion. Like, instead of just not doing anything like Wolverine, she will in fact do cruelty. She'll gain cruelty. Gwenpool. Gwenpool's probably another one, right? Yeah, this is where you get the special 3 discount, I guess you'd call it, where she will outdo the outlive the special 3 and the defensive ability accuracy reduction as your combo goes up. So you get to like 50 to 100 combo, and oh man, it keeps going. 50 to 100 combo, and Gwenpool, just basically anything they try to do won't work. Which is great. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome. We were here going over some signature abilities and characters, and if they needed a high signature level or not to be more or less effective, or not really matter. A couple of characters in desperate need of some help: Iron Patriot and Miss Marvel. Those two need to be the next on the buff list. I'm really curious what her SP looks like now. Let's maybe not in versus. Let's go to one of the dailies and see. I want to say that dude, I save and I grind. Grind and I save. I'm right at the beginning, right? Arenas and battle chips. What I'm curious is, I want to see Spider-Gwen's new abilities. Guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. I have worked very hard on that roster. Let's see what she can do against Electro. This should be an interesting fight. If I can get it to SP1 anyway. Oh, that was kind of crazy. So she gets the auto evade still from the spider huntress or whatever. guess it's kind of cool. Like, it doesn't hit very hard. At least not right now. Look how many I want to put in there. Put a couple in. Get another fight out of her. Let me see, you're on the YouTube. Which one are you on? I know I have two streaming at YouTube right now. You know which one you're on? Ah, here's why. One second, I think I can fix this for you. Okay, maybe that should be better now. See if your comments look better now, if they can come through. In the meantime, let's do a spider queen. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot. What I am seeing that it's doing is yeah, looks like you're showing up now, man. It's giving me that huntress, so I get the evade, but I'm also actually doing a little bit of damage. Which, what does she actually say her abilities are now? So it says, Spider Gwen gains a short burst of spider sense, yes, 25% evasion, and 633 increased critical hit rating for 10 seconds. Oh, I didn't notice the increased crit rating, but that's nice. And it did do just a little bit of damage, but I don't see how much because it's not telling me. I imagine this was just part of the first block, and then they'll probably update it after maybe the beta, I would think. Maybe. That's kind of my guess. Yeah. I think I'm more interested in what She-Hulk's going to bring to the table than Spider-Gwen. I mean, I kind of already know what Spider-Gwen's going to bring. They can only do so much more than what they've already kind of done. Like, that's not the first time she's had a buff. So, I think she'll be... I gotta go fight Gwenpool again. Yeah, she's already had a buff, so I mean, there's only so much they could do with her. And I'm sure that the synergies, I didn't really look into them and see what was what yet, but I assume it's going to be much similar to like the Spider-Man synergies they put in recently. Probably get one with Miles Morales, probably get one with Symbiote Spider-Man. That's what Archangel's good at right there. Just melt them away. Willing they can bleed and aren't poison immune. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. You have yourself a good night. Appreciate the conversation. Absolutely, man. I'll come check you out. Hang out with you sometime too soon again. And I already got you hosted, brother. Oh, that was terrible. I am. It's hard to see. I am married. I've been married for 17 years now. Coming up on 18, actually. Anyone who can put up with me that long, she deserves it. Well, thank you. She's probably one of the big reasons that I am a nice guy. She keeps me pretty honest. Which I'm glad somebody's doing it. There we go. Oh, he caught me off guard twice. And oh yes, yes. Even if I didn't. Yep. I know, right? I absolutely would admit. Cause one, I like cookies, so it's pretty well she's gonna know anyway. So There we go. This is gonna hurt her. Ooh, 9%. Hyperion is so tough. He's so tough. You don't like cookies or chocolate? I didn't used to. Somewhere along the line I got a sweet tooth. What's up, Sniper? How you doing, man? You're 12? And you don't like cookies or chocolate? Really? Good to hear, man. Hey, did everything get settled in the Alliance okay for now? I haven't had a chance to really go back and look. Kind of left you guys in a weird way, maybe. I'm hoping everything worked out. It has been a lot to keep track of, man. I appreciate all the effort. All the effort. I got you guys back. I got you guys back. I know. I know. I did. In fact, might have just been one I used right there, is it? I think I had 10. Yes, sorry. I am the leader. Not by choice. Not by choice. We are at the moment, yeah. That was what one of the reasons I was had to take my time getting on earlier tonight. In fact, I think we have a waiting list right now. We're pushing for one of the top tiers. Or not the top tier, sorry. We're pushing to make ourselves into at least top 500, I'd say. That's probably a good goal. It's only so much we can do. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I definitely think it is doable. Otherwise, I would not have agreed to a lot of this, but I think it's very doable, and I think that we weren't far off as we were, and with these changes, we should be much better off, much better positioned to be in that place, I should say. Like, I did a lot of deliberating over it. It was not a fun. I did it, so I stand by it now. I stand by it now. Oh, so just so you know, Sniper, this behind me is going. This will be the last stream that it's on, and then tomorrow it'll get fixed. I say tomorrow. You won't see it until probably what, Monday when I come back on stream. Oh no, hey man, I completely know what you're saying, and that's why it was hard. But I don't want to lose it either. In fact, I want it to be even better than it was. And I think that us having the siloed BGs like we have been having worked great while we were there. But I think we need to kind of merge back into a singularity again. That's what kind of my vision is going to be, is pull back from your BG1, your BG2, your BG3 is we are an alliance. We all are acceptable and accountable for everything. Nothing happened per se. It was just a matter of getting to the next level, right? So we had to make some difficult decisions to get to that next level, and that's where tonight really kind of came in, and it's a perfect storm time to do it. So no, I'm not saying that we're not going to have that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the communication between the BGs. I want to increase that. I want to get out of the mindset of, and Rav had a great example of it earlier. Rav did. When he said, I protected you guys to the gills against everybody else. You guys are my boys and nobody's going to touch them. That mentality is the silo mentality, and it worked for what we were at, what we were doing. I think we need to open that a little bit more, and he needs to have that same mentality, but for everybody. This is my alliance, and these are the things I'm going to do, and I will protect all of you. See what I mean? It's in my head. It's going to work. We'll find out. I'm trying to get there. Sometimes easier said than done. Yeah, of course. This could help that. My stream could help that. If we get a lot of the guys to come in here and just see and talk and be on this kind of hangout level, we would certainly get there. Hopefully, we'll see. I would absolutely check you out, man. Oh no, what are you going to stream first? That might have something to do with it. Fortnite? I can only watch so much Fortnite, but I would certainly come and give you some support, brother. Although everybody right now is going to the Apex Legends, right? Did you play some more of that tonight, Sniper? Nice. Nice. Now, you two are both PC gamers? And JCT's console? Is that right? Thought so. No problem, was it? Yeah, I thought so. What does Prince play? Is he console too, or is he a PC? That's the sign of an empty drink. I need to keep a drink on. That was probably pretty loud, sorry. Ah. Very cool. And you guys didn't know that I was a gamer. Or maybe you did, I don't know. I actually game quite a bit from my... I mean, we talked about it, right? So you know that I have... okay, man. We'll should be here. So, yeah, you know that I built this monster of a PC to do these games. Or to do this. And... it's almost there. I'm almost ready to give a good B-roll footage of it. It's pretty. It's pretty. But I also want to get the VR headset up and running so you can see that. I think I know what to do, how to do it, but... I should be fine. I should be able to do it. Yeah, see, that's what I said. This could bring us together. I haven't played for, gosh, so many years now. I used to play a lot of first-person shooters. Call of Duties and Ghost Recon. I remember old Ghost Recon. That was a blast. We did a lot of StarCraft. Did some Myst and Myth. Quake, Doom, lots of Doom. Wolfenstein. My first MMO, like hardcore MMO, was probably Ultima Online. I don't know if you remember that game. And then I went to Neverwinter Nights. And then to Dungeons & Dragons Online. Speaking of Dungeons & Dragons, and you, sir, notice I have my D&D shirt on. I have been watching a lot of Critical Role. And you, sir, are a bastard for getting me hooked on that show. Yes, you're a bastard. They are hilarious. They are hilarious. And I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about watching somebody else like do pen and paper, but they do it very well and they have a genuine good time. And that's something that I always had when I was playing For real. Yeah. Welcome back, Jose. So yeah, it's quite awesome. Yeah. And you know the waitress that comes on, well, she's supposed to be on a lot, the blonde waitress. Oh, what's her name? You know who I'm talking about, right? The blonde. Jeanette Andrews, maybe? Is that her name? I say waitress. It's the blonde girl that goes on there. She's got braces, I think, maybe, and ponytail. Usually a ponytail. I don't. She's only on there like part-time because she's busy a lot. Yeah, Ashley Johnson. Thank you. But you know, she was in Avengers, right? I gotta let that sink in. Yeah, that's where I came up with the waitress. Because in Avengers Age of Ultron, she was the waitress that they saved, and she had a couple of lines. That was her. So I actually remembered that, and that was the immediate, oh my gosh, that's who that is. I can't believe this. We're talking about Ashley Johnson. She's a voice actor, but she also does a lot of part roles. And she's pretty recognizable. If you'd see her, you would probably know who it is we're talking about. But she wrecking the restaurant. She was the waitress at the restaurant. But yeah, I mean, I recognized her from that. I was like, oh my gosh, that's really her. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know why she's I guess it's just stuck in my head. But then, you know, when I saw her on there, because the first show that I watched, she wasn't on there, but I didn't watch like the very first show. And then the next show, I was like, oh my gosh, that's her. I can't believe this. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then I was hooked, man. I was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. This reminds me of playing blah blah blah. I am too. What kind of crops does Thanks plant? I don't know. That was a bad one, man. That was a bad one. But they were done here. So my choices are brute force or brute force. That's like my choices. And that means I have to come down this path at least one more time. I guess that makes sense because I gotta go down it anyway. Yeah, we'll take the outside way. What kind of crops does Thanos plant? And beets? Yeah, I don't know. I'll go for it, man. What kind of crops does Thanos plant? Bloodroot? It's gotta be a joke, because I don't think anybody knows what kind of plants those were that he was walking by. It's from another planet. Pretty sure it's from another planet. Oh, that was another one, right? So they didn't know. There was a couple of, yeah, I don't. That scene where he's walking and doing the plants thing, yeah, nobody knows what kind of plants those are. In real life, I would say they were coneflowers, because that's kind of what they look like. At least the spiky bald ones. But other than that, I have no idea. That's an iconic scene, you know, that whole scarecrow scene with his armor. That's an iconic scene in the comic books. That actually takes place in the comics, much like that. So that's me saying that's one of the most recognizable scenes from the comic series of Infinity Gauntlet. So like if you were reading through Infinity Gauntlet, the comic books series, that scene where you see the armor and the scarecrow and him being a farmer, that actually happens in the comics. Pretty much just like that. That's what I guess what I'm trying to say, right? So that's what iconic means in this sense of the word. Yeah, it's like saying something's classic. Hey, very good. That's a very, very good way to describe it. A scene or image, or something like that, that everyone remembers. At least everyone who's read the comics in this case. Oh man, I'm sorry. Hey, you're 12. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time, man. I, however, am limited on time because I have to get up early and I still have some things I need to do in the Alliance. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call this stream tonight, and that way it gives me a chance to get set up with the new screen and all that background and good stuff for the next one. But it's always been great hanging out with you guys, and I look forward to the next time. Appreciate it. Don't forget, if you could, give me a follow. Man, I gotta go to bed. But I will see you guys later. And I will keep on the outro screen for a little while, so let's hear some music while I do my thing.